My top pick for where to travel in 2020 has got to be Botswana. It's well known as being one of the best safari destinations in Africa, and I've been lucky enough to visit a number of times, and it really does hold up to that. There's some fantastic new lodges opening from all different levels, from the kind of mid-range right up to super luxury lodges, and in terms of wildlife it's incredible. They've reintroduced rhinos back into Botswana, which are really doing well, and species such as the critically endangered wild dog, which are hard to see in a lot of other places in Africa, are amazing.
My top pick for 2020 is definitely visiting the two little islands of Sao Tome and Principe, because they are still very much off the beaten track, very undiscovered, and there's only a handful of places to stay, whether that's at a plantation house or on the coast. The coolest thing to do there would be going on a turtle walk, but you're following in the footsteps of the guys who do it on patrol every day for anti-poaching. And if you were to go in January, February time, you may even get a chance to see not just nesting turtles, but possibly the hatchlings returning to sea as well, which I think is a really nice time of year to try and get both experiences. It's one of the only places in the whole world that is actually accessible for a one-week trip to see primary rainforest, which is totally pristine and undisturbed. One of the main reasons that people will initially start thinking about going and be attracted to Sao Tome and Principe is the pristine beaches. Truly tropical, aqua waters, white fine sands, and it's quite a nice variety of beaches that you can discover on a day trip.
So my top pick for 2020 has to be Japan, because the Olympic Games are being hosted there this summer. There's going to be a real buzz around the country, and no one does hospitality quite like the Japanese. So you can even combine your visit to Tokyo with a trip up to the northeastern Tohoku region, where new hiking trails just opened along the coastline that was previously affected by the 2011 earthquake. There's amazing coastal walks, and it's all dotted with really lovely authentic homestays.
My top travel destination for 2020 is Uganda. It's been on my list for about 10 years. And I think with permit prices going up in Rwanda, it makes Uganda comparatively better value than ever. Great conservation success story, having saved mountain gorillas from extinction. Continues to be really important to go out there and put money into that sort of conservation and through tourism effort. And yeah, I think if you haven't trekked to see gorillas, it's a cliche, but a real once-in-a-lifetime experience, and certainly on top of my list for 2020.
My top destination for 2020, and for any year actually, has to be Thailand. It just offers so much for whether you're going with your family, as a couple, or even on your honeymoon. There really is something for everyone. Whether you're looking for incredible beach resorts, some trekking opportunities in the northern regions, or a fantastic buzzing city like Bangkok. I've lived in Thailand for 4 years already, and I'm still discovering amazing new things all of the time. So if Thailand is still on your list, then 2020 is definitely the time to go.
So my top pick for 2020 is Kenya. It is a fascinating country to travel to. For safari, it has wonderful beach as well. I actually myself lived and worked in Kenya for about a year and really had time to experience it, and it's just amazing. In comparison to many other countries where you're mainly traveling through national parks, Kenya has come together, investors and the local community, and has set up these private conservancies where the local community benefits in terms of getting direct money through the tourists coming there, and also being able to work in fantastic jobs, working as guides, working in the camps. So a huge development has taken place in that area. Areas that otherwise would now be farmland, that would now be used for cattle, is still there for wildlife. So it's a kind of a win-win situation for everyone involved, and I think that's what makes Kenya so special. What I think makes Kenya also so outstanding is the image that you have of Africa, the image that you have through all the television shows is Kenya. And it is Masai Mara and it is Serengeti. That area with the big wide open spaces, the 360 views, that area, when you get there you will recognize it from the nature documentaries that you may have watched before. Kenya itself has absolutely stunning beaches with a huge variety of different accommodation, and also of course it is not far to hop on a plane and fly across to Zanzibar if that's what people wanted to do. Zanzibar has the additional benefit that it has Stone Town, which is a fascinating town to explore. And also Kenya has good connections to the Seychelles and Mauritius, so it really is a wonderful area to go to if you wanted to combine outstanding safari with a fantastic beach destination.